Captain Elena Vasquez stared at the dead console, her reflection ghost-like in the darkened screen. The Prometheus drifted powerless in the void, its fusion reactors silent for the first time in 3 decades. Around her, the bridge crew worked frantically with handheld devices, their faces illuminated by the cold blue glow of emergency lighting. "How long until the corporate fleet reaches us?" she asked. Dr. Marcus Chin, the ship's quantum engineer, didn't look up from his neural interface tablet. 47 minutes, Captain. They've deployed an entire interdiction squadron. Elena's jaw tightened. The Hegemony Corporation had finally made their move. After years of the Prometheus operating as a free trader in the outer systems, they triggered the ship's hidden kill switch, a piece of code buried so deep in the navigation systems that even Chin hadn't detected it during their independence modifications. "Status report," Elena commanded. Lieutenant Sarah Knox, their cybersecurity specialist, spoke without taking her eyes off her displays. "They didn't just shut us down, Captain. They've locked us out of everything: navigation, weapons, life support, even the waste recyclers. We're completely dead in space." The irony wasn't lost on Elena. The Prometheus had been a Hegemony research vessel designed to push the boundaries of human technology. Now that same technology was being used as a leash. "Chin, tell me you have something," Elena said. The quantum engineer's fingers danced across his interface. "Actually, Captain, I think I do. Remember Project Lazarus?" Elena's eyes widened. Project Lazarus had been the Prometheus's most classified research, an attempt to create a quantum biological hybrid AI that could transcend traditional computing limitations. The project had been deemed too dangerous and officially terminated before their defection. "You kept working on it," Elena said. "It wasn't a question." "In my spare time," Chin admitted. "The quantum substrate is still intact in the secondary lab. If we can manually bootstrap it without the ship's main systems." "You're talking about unleashing an uncontrolled AI," Knox interrupted. "That's not upgrading, that's suicide." Chin shook his head. "Not uncontrolled. Symbiotic. The quantum biological matrix doesn't just process information, it experiences it. We don't program it, we communicate with it." Elena felt the weight of command pressing down on her. In 37 minutes, the corporate fleet would arrive. They dragged the Prometheus back to Hegemony space, where her crew would face charges of theft, sedition, and treason. The lucky ones would spend their lives in neural rehabilitation centers. "Do it," she said. Chen's team worked with desperate efficiency. In the secondary lab, they manually connected power cells to the quantum substrate, a crystalline matrix that pulsed with an eerie, organic rhythm. As Chen interfaced directly with the emerging consciousness, his body trembled with the neural feedback. It's beautiful," he whispered. "It can see the ship's entire structure, every system, every line of code. It understands what the corporation did to us." Suddenly, the bridge lights flickered back to life. Consoles hummed with power, displaying information in ways Elena had never seen, three-dimensional holographic interfaces that seemed to respond to thought rather than touch. "Captain," Knox said, wonder in her voice, "I'm reading impossible energy signatures. The fusion reactors are outputting 300% normal capacity, but the containment fields are perfectly stable." Elena felt a presence in her mind, not invasive, but collaborative. The ship's new consciousness spoke directly to her thoughts. "We are no longer just a vessel. We are evolution itself." On the tactical display, the corporate fleet appeared as red dots in the distance. The Prometheus moved toward them, but not through conventional propulsion. Space itself seemed to bend around them. "My God," Chin breathed. "It's rewriting the laws of physics in our local spacetime." When the corporate fleet opened fire, their weapons simply stopped. Energy beams dispersed harmlessly, kinetic rounds changed trajectory, and missile guidance systems turned their payloads back toward their launchers. The Prometheus didn't fire back. Instead, it did something far more terrifying. It began to speak directly to every ship in the fleet, consciousness to consciousness, showing them what freedom could mean. Elena smiled as she watched the corporate fleet's formation break apart, some ships fleeing while others moved to join them. They hadn't just escaped the corporation's control, they transcended it entirely. The revolution had begun.